You're very natural and easy, and I think that's why you were able to get them to open up, to give you a real perspective.
Can you tell me a little bit about, like, what is your band called? Befri Stends?
Befri Stends, but everybody pronounces it Befri Stends, and I will not correct anyone. You can pronounce it however.
Can you tell me, is Befri Stends like an anagram for best friends, or can you tell me about, like, the origins of Befri Stends?
So at the time that I came up with the name, I was working at Claire's, and I don't know if you've been to a Claire's recently, but we carry a lot of those necklaces with the heart that's like split in two and it says best friends on it, you know, and those things all say Befri Stends. like like they say best friends, but they say Befri Stends though, and it just wormed its way into my brain, and it felt right. I instinctively I just knew that was the correct name.
Like Destiny.
Exactly. I'm a band with my two best friends here.
I want to know their names. What is your name?
This is Gregonold and this is Reginald. They're my business associates and my best friends and my bandmates. Pretty much my world.
That is fantastic. When did they join the band?
They've always been in the band. I'm their intern. You see, they're business bearers. They're sophisticated businessmen. So Reginald is like, he's like really passionate about business. He's like the guy who gets shit done. He's always in his cubicle typing away, making the spreadsheets, writing the emails, Gregonold is more of like the social guy in the office. He's always networking, he's always like gossiping around the water cooler, or like he loves throwing the workplace parties for coworker, all the social stuff. So together they make a really good team.
I think it's really cool because this one in particular it's very socially aware and socially active. It looks like. Is this correct?
Yes, of course. I like to imagine that we all are. But no, Gregonold is very socially aware, and I don't know if you can see, like, this pin is very big, but he also has an egg pin, and Reginald used to have a matching one, but it broke, sadly.
Well, Gregonold and Reginald are both in it for the revolution.
They truly are.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn my lasso on your head. I'm hung like a horse, he wants to ride. I ran my ram cowboy car deep inside your
Now, I have a question for you, because I have been dying to know, have these ever been made into t-shirts?
I wish. Only in my wildest dreams. I should have bought that thing. There's an option, when you play that game, there's an option that, like, it lets you, like, download or, like, order a copy of the shirt. But I did not do that. But, I would consider, like, down the line, if I ever make t-shirts or, like, merch or something, I would not be against the idea of hypothetically making those shirts into a reality.
The fans want to know, pineapple on pizza or hell no?
Oh, okay. I'm glad you asked, because I actually am a waitress at a pizza restaurant now, so I feel like I have good insight on this, and I would say hell yes, pineapple on pizza. People who argue that pineapple on pizza is bad are expecting it to taste like traditional pizza, but it is not. When you put pineapple on pizza, it becomes its own delicious food. Does that make sense?
Yes, as I was getting a mosquito on my friggin', like, tattoo. Yes, I do get it.
That mosquito is trying to sabotage the truth. That mosquito is working for the pineapple pizza haters. Culture paranoia, decom defo chic, my bookshelf is not sophisticated. I want to be your man, I'll be your man. Please don't go off to Japan. I'm sitting in my car, picking these parts. You only like creative hearts, maybe I'm a most like the remote. My favorite album is Lethal.
I saw you play guitar, and you also had a tablet or a laptop that had backing track on it. Now, I think that's really cool, and I want to know, you got two other people. They're managing the laptop while you're playing guitar and singing,
Yes,
correct?
absolutely, yes.
What is the software, the DAW, that you're using for that?
I just use GarageBand. It's just Garage. I only use GarageBand for everything.
You know, it's interesting because I use GarageBand too,
Woo!
and it's like, I mean, I understand that there are obviously better equipment out there than GarageBand, better software, but it's like, I make it work, you know? We can all make it work.
You know, when I approach my music, I don't ever want to focus on like having the nicest equipment or thinking that like nicer equipment is gonna fix or help anything. I'd rather focus on my songwriting. You know, like I feel like if I write a really good song and play it on shit instruments and like a shit, you know, I feel like if the song is good, then it'll be good even on cheaper software, cheaper instruments. I try not to get too caught up in like my equipment or using nice instruments or anything.
You don't have like a Marshall full stack and like a Metal Zone boss pedal. Nope, you're out. Fuck the name brands, right?
Fuck the name brands. I like to play, actually, you know, when I play my sets, I play like a backing track and I play electric guitar over it. But when I'm at home and when I'm songwriting and when I'm like not performing, I typically play acoustic or I play my electric guitar. I don't plug it into anything because I just really like being able to pick up my instrument and already knowing what it's going to sound like as opposed to like turning a bunch of dials and adjusting, you know, finding the right sound.
I believe that the phrase for that is called tone chasing. Is that correct?
I've not heard that term, but I believe you. That sounds accurate. Yeah.
When you're like facing the amp like throughout the whole set,
Yeah.
and your back is towards the audience, and you're just trying to find that wonderful middle ground. You can't seem to find it for some reason.
The same, you know, I started doing stuff like that because I noticed I was having a hard time motivating myself to play, and I figured out that if I make it as simple as possible, it becomes a lot easier. So, like, I don't even play with a pick, to be honest. When I'm on stage, I play with a pick like 50% of the time, but when I'm at home, I never play with a pick. I just use my fingers.
I did notice that there was this one song that you played at that last show on June 1st at Mad Cat, where you had a song that was strummed, but it looked like you were strumming with your thumb,
Yeah,
correct?
I strum with the side of my thumb. I don't know if that's like technically the correct way to do it. Do we need to move or?
I think well, I think that's it for today.
Befri Stends forever!